Let's kick off the tale with Jack, a young man hailing from a village, deciding to venture into the city in search of a job. Joining him on this journey are Augusto and Libran, comrades from the military, along with Sales, a crewmate of theirs. During the journey, Sales fearlessly toyed with Jack's billiard cue, although Jack just surrendered and remained silent. Their expedition brings them to Sam's place, a retired American ex-military man living in opulence. Upon arrival, Augusto introduces Jack to Sam and his wife Adeline, hoping that Jack would be accepted as a housemaid. Despite initial reservations, Sam and Adeline agree to welcome Jack into their home with the condition that he must be a well-behaved and obedient individual. On that evening, Sam and his buddies throw a bash to celebrate America's Independence Day. Adeline tries to evade Sam's invitation to play billiards, but things take a turn when Sam, in a fit of anger, accidentally shatters a bottle, startling Adeline and bringing her to tears. Thankfully, Sam realizes his mistake, and with love, he consoles Adeline, apologizing and pledging to behave better. Following that, they resume their enchanting game of pool. However, Jack suddenly appears to assess the situation upon hearing the sound of shattered glass. Upon accidentally witnessing his employer playing, Sam becomes infuriated, feeling disrupted by the scene. Adeline wisely intervenes to pacify Sam, preventing the situation from escalating, and suggests moving the billiards game to another room. Subsequently, Jenny, another maid, approaches Jack to provide a warning. She advises Jack to acclimate to such situations, explaining that despite Sam appearing confrontational and intimidating when angered, he possesses a generous side that should be acknowledged. The following morning, after Sam completes his jog, he contacts his partner and heads out to attend to his business. Here comes Jenny with a look that signals Sam to join her for a game of pool. Sam gave Jenny a bonus as a reward for playing along with him, without Adeline's knowledge. After the game concludes, Sam excuses himself, obtaining permission to return home late at night to attend to his business. Adeline coincidentally spots Jack swimming alone from a distance. Sparking her interest, they engage in a conversation, exchanging stories, revealing that they both hail from neighboring villages. Adeline recounts the beginning of her acquaintance with Sam, highlighting how Sam assisted her father's treatment and, in return, she found herself obligated to marry Sam. Meanwhile, Jack revealed that he lives alone after losing both of his parents. His life story created an emotional bond among them. The following day, while Jack is massaging Sam's feet, their gazes accidentally meet, creating a mutual attraction. They share glances, stealing each other's attention, indifferent to Sam's presence. Adeline openly showers Jack with special attention. She even gives him gifts such as perfume, clothes, and shorts. Jack proudly displays the gifts. They then enthusiastically resume their game of pool. However, that happiness turns out to be a dream. Adeline wakes up from her sweet dreams to discover that Sam and Jenny have sneakily initiated a game of billiards without her knowledge. Feeling like a wife relegated to mere servitude, Adeline experiences a sense of hopelessness and retreats alone by the lake. At this moment, Jack came to comfort her, offering her his mother's handkerchief, and coincidentally it was the same as Adeline's name. In a comforting manner, Jack assures Adeline that he will always stand by her side and expresses confidence that everything will eventually be okay. Despite the limitations of his role, Jack became someone who provided support when Adeline was desperate. That night, as usual, Sam and his business partner engaged in binge drinking. However, Adeline was saddened to witness the humiliation of women. An incident occurred when one of Sam's business partners accidentally spilled his drink, soaking the pool cue on a whim. He ordered a woman to clean it up in front of everyone. Adeline rejects a similar offer from Sam, feeling that it only insults her dignity. Humiliated by Adeline's refusal, Sam reacts with anger and even resorts to pushing her. That night, Jack found it difficult to sleep because of his concern for Adeline. It turns out that Adeline had informed Sam about Jack's attention towards her, leading to Sam's anger. Sam calls Jack and expresses his anger, taking the opportunity to belittle Jack by suggesting that a man of modest means like him cannot afford a woman like Adeline. Sam then invites Adeline to play billiards, allowing Jack to watch their match. The next morning, life returns to normal, and Sam gives Jack money as a token of appreciation for being an obedient and loyal servant. However, Jack, blinded by Adeline's love, was unwilling to let the opportunity slip away. During the next few days when Sam was away on business, Jack boldly engages in billiards with his employer's wife by the lake. They even continue their games at home whenever they please. Until one night, after finishing their pool game, they plot to eliminate Sam so that they can live together freely without being enslaved by him. Initially fearful, Jack is willing to do anything for the sake of Adeline, even if the plan involves criminal acts. The next morning, unexpectedly, Sam returns home earlier than scheduled. This unforeseen event leaves Jack and Adeline surprised and in a state of chaos, as they hurriedly try to conceal their affair. Fortunately, Jenny assists in concealing the situation, swiftly tidying up the bed. Jack successfully evades Sam's search for Adeline in the bathroom, even though Augusto spots him from outside the house. Augusto, seemingly understanding the situation, just shakes his head and lets it be. Jack expresses gratitude to Jenny for saving him from a potentially tragic situation. Jack and Jenny also exchange stories about their life challenges with each other. Jenny, a single parent facing the challenges of providing a decent life for her child, is willing to go to any lengths for her child's happiness. She even contemplates becoming a part of Sam's household as a form of dedication. That night, following his usual routine, Sam hosts a party with his crew and friends. However, this time, Sam insists on Adeline openly serving his to friends in front of everyone. Adeline firmly refuses, triggering Sam's anger, leading to a push that results in Adeline sustaining a head injury. Unable to tolerate the violence against Adeline, Jack spontaneously retaliates, striking Sam on the head. As a result, Jack, who had no power, ends up battered. Sam, having consumed too much alcohol, suddenly loses his balance. Realizing the situation, Sam orders his men to remove Jack from the house and threatens to bury him alive. Fortunately, Augusto, driven by conscience, gives Jack a chance to live on the condition that he never comes near Sam's house again. Augusto also emphasizes that for the sake of Adeline's happiness, Jack must allow Adeline to live without him. In the morning, as is typical in such cases, Sam attempts to put the events of the previous night behind him. He apologizes to Adeline, pledges to start anew, and promises not to harm her again. Adeline, though with a somewhat insincere expression, still forgives Sam. A few days later, Jack attempts to contact Adeline through Jenny's phone to check on each other's well-being. Adeline leaves a letter for Jack. When Jenny seeks permission to return to her village to visit her ailing son, while the contents of the letter remain unknown, it is certain that the envelope contains a house key. Later that night, Jack clandestinely approaches the house with the hope of dealing with Sam, who is enjoying a game of billiards with Adeline. However, Jack's attempt fails as Sam becomes aware, nearly eliminating Jack in the process. Suddenly, Adeline appears and, harboring resentment, saves Jack by attacking Sam from behind. Having successfully dealt with Sam's lifeless body, the two swiftly escape with all of Sam's money and belongings. Adeline also ensures to take Sam's gun as a precautionary measure. They then carry Sam's lifeless body to the middle of the lake and dispose of it there. As morning arrives and they reach the lake's edge unexpectedly, Adeline approaches Augusto, leaving Jack alone. It is revealed that the entire scenario was a devious plan, concocted by Augusto and Adeline. Augusto expresses gratitude that their scheme to eliminate Sam went smoothly thanks to Jack's presence. His name remains untarnished from any accusations of Sam's murder. His plot to marry Adeline and gain control of Sam's property begins to unfold. However, after successfully eliminating Jack, Augusto is taken aback when Adeline decides to eliminate him as well. It turns out that Adeline was merely feigning affection for Augusto. Her true intention was to enjoy Sam's wealth alone, using the excuse that she didn't trust men and preferred to love herself. Adeline gets rid of Augusto and assumes control of Sam's fortune. In the movie's conclusion, Adeline steps into Sam's role in the business world, despite portraying a successful woman. Deep down, Adeline still longs for Jack and senses his absence. However, the love that lingers is merely a shadow of the past, and the movie comes to an end.